In this session, we're going to cover the other functions in the front office menu. We've gone through the first three. Let's start with the guest list. This is a list of the guests at the hotel on any selected date. So it could be for the current date, past, or for the future. The ones in red are the in-house guests that are over their credit limits. So either their authorization is expired, or if they're cash, there's not enough cash left in the room to cover for one more night's room and tax charges. Again, you have all those grouping capabilities here. And also, if I go to a past date, let's say on the 29th, you can see the guests that I've already checked out and the ones that are still in the hotel. Or we can go to the future dates and we will see they're all not arrived yet. Or if it's a closer date, you will see a mixed up checked in and not arrived guest. And we're going to go to our current business date, which is 3rd. And another option here you have is to hide rate. This is in case you need to print a list. Let's say this is a group. You want to print out all the guests that are in a group and are staying in the hotel. And you can group it by the mode. Let's say they're checked in, and then you can print this. So it's a list of the in-house guests, but on a specific date. Room map is a visual display of what's going on. Everything is color-coded. Explanations are here. Green is vacant, clean, and available. These are the rooms you can rent right now. This is helpful when a guest wants to check in and they request 2 rooms next to each other, let's say upstairs. And here visually you can see which rooms are next to each other, are available, and what floor they are. You can also narrow it down. If you have any classification, let's say fireplace or jacuzzi or any other classification you have, you can narrow it down by that, or select it by room type. Makes it easier to find the room that you're requesting. Again, you can go also to the future, and that will help you for assigning a room. Okay. And you can also display any facilities you have, or any fire extinguisher, elevator, or lobbies for if you have new employees to get familiar with it. You can also print this map up for the guest if you need to. List transaction is search for every billing transaction in the system. You can find anything you want over here. You can select the range of the date. You can narrow it down by accounts if you want to see only American Express charges for those dates. You can narrow it by the user that entered the transaction. Credit card batch number, all charges or payments for one specific direct bill account within a range, date range, by a room, or even by last 4 digits of the credit card. So you can do this and see all the charges for one credit card for a period, a month, a year, whatever you have to. You can narrow it down by seeing adjustments only, and you have an option to sort it by date or account. And there's a print option here. And again, you can use the grouping function. And let's say we group them by account. And then these are our bar transactions. This is our DVD transactions. The last one, point of sale, is to apply charges to any revenue account. And if it's not built to a room, let's say we have someone purchasing or using the parking, but they're not staying, or they want to pay cash and not charge it to the room, or for any other charges like fax and copy, the first thing happens, it will list the transactions that you already have posted for today. You can easily go here and add another one. So let's say we're going to charge $12 and they want to pay cash. You can add a reference, document number, whatever. And here you can use as a calculator, cash tendered, and change back, and just say add and apply. So it adds another transaction here for you. You can print a receipt for each transaction by selecting in that, clicking on that. And you can also go back in previous days, see what charges was applied to specific accounts, another way of search. And if it's a mistake, you select the transaction and click on adjust the transaction. You can use this if you have a boutique or selling merchandise, or as I explained, anything that is not built to a room. It could be a credit card charge, cash, or direct bill.